Hey everyone, this is your friendly Tiffany's husband Ryan, back again to do another one of these intros, and Biscuit apparently. And we're going to attempt to do the same thing that my wife did last week with Christmas magic. All we have to do is snap.
Go ahead.
Bring up. Your fingers. Not the Christmas magic again. You know, I'm not liking this much. Let's try it again. You know, I'm really not liking this now. Maybe one more time. Well, this is a collab. It's for Christmas. I hope you all enjoy it.
Alright everyone, as my weirdo husband said, this is a collab and it is brought to you by Farm Charm Chic and Buffy's Designs, and it is a 5 under 5 and it is a mod-podged challenge, decor, whatever you want to call it. DIY number 1. So here I'm starting off with some decoupage paper. This is something that I ordered off of Upcycled by Bree, and you can get this off of her website. I think the whole piece of paper, the whole thing was like $6.95 or something like that. But I'm just using one piece of it, so it's gonna be like, I don't know, there's like 21 designs in there, so I mean, you guys do the math, but I mean, it's gonna last you forever depending on how many designs you do. This little plaque that I got was $1 at a garage sale. No, at a thrift store. Excuse me, at a thrift store. I painted the front of it white and the side of it green. I'm just going over it now. I'm fine cutting it the way I wanted it. And now we're gonna Mod Podge it on. So here I'm actually filling it completely with Mod Podge, and then I'm gonna dry it, and then I'm gonna put my piece of decoupage paper down, and then I'm gonna iron it on. And I'm just going to use my little mini iron with some parchment paper, and it comes out gorgeous. I do end up going over the little edges because there's a few of them that I must not have gotten real good with the Mod Podge at the beginning, so it just started to come up a little bit on some of the edges, but that's just my fault, not, you know. So I do that. It does pucker a little bit, but then we just put the parchment paper right back down and just go over it again with our iron, and it comes up again, Gorga. Perfect. So after that is all done, I take a little bit of antique wax. Some of this does get out of frame, guys, so I apologize on that. I have my camera zoomed in a little too much. But is what I do is I end up taking a baby wipe, and I am just going over the edges. I really, since this was an antique looking, or not an antique, since this was a vintage looking Santa, I wanted this picture to look old and vintage. So I am just going over this. I wanted the edges to look that way, and I'm kind of dabbing on into the picture a little bit more to give him more of a rustic and kind of more of a primitive look, I guess. These, I believe I got these in a big, huge pack off of Amazon like a year ago. It comes in like a huge bag, and they're all just like this in the branches. I just used the one branch, and I didn't even use the full branch, so I just cut the 3 branches off. And then I took this tag from Dollar Tree. This also comes in a pack. And some washi tape. I do not even remember where I've gotten this, guys. I had this in my stash way before I even started my YouTube channel, so I'm probably not even going to count this as a... It's been in my stash, so I'm just covering it, again, just to give it that vintage look. It has that aged, vintage paper. And then, I am going to grab a little tree sticker. On the other side of this is one of those, it's a one of the glitter trees. I just flipped it over. These are from one of the packs at Dollar Tree. And I am just painting it with my antique wax, because I liked the wood side better than the green, of course. And I'm just now wiping it off just to get a little bit lighter. Punching my hole, and now we're gonna glue down that little tree onto our little vintage tag. I'm gonna grab some jute twine. And we're just going to kind of tuck it behind that greenery there. I didn't want to cover up the presents or anything like that on here. I kind of just wanted it to hang a little bit. But we are going to glue down that tag because I didn't want it to just, you know... Yeah. So we're just going to kind of glue it down to the side there. And then we're going to add some of these... Rusty stars. These I just recently got from Amazon. They come in a huge package. Again, these they're multi sizes. I don't even know, but I used 2 of them in this one. Probably looking about $3 for the whole thing, guys. So DIY number 2. I started off painting this block with some antique paint, antique white by Apple Barrel. This napkin I ordered in, I don't know, I ordered a couple of them, I believe off of eBay. You can get napkins off of eBay very, very cheap. I believe this was like 30 cents. You can get as many as you want. They kind of split them up. It's like they split them up in like packs or pieces of them or whatever. Here I'm just kind of ripping this one into little pieces, or ripping the edges off to make it look more rustic. That was what I was trying to go with. But again, I'm a very farmhousey kind of person, so we're going with a farmhouse look, and I wanted it to look more farmhouse and vintage, and so we're going for that look. So that's why we went with the torn edges, and we're just gonna lightly Mod Podge this block. And we're gonna lightly press down. Make sure that you're lightly doing it and don't put too much Mod Podge on this, because you will tear this napkin. Napkins are very gentle. And we're going to do the same thing we did before and just use our little iron and press it all down. And now I'm going to take my little finger file, nail file, and just file down the little edges. I had a couple of little pieces there. I do go over this, over top of it again with another coat of Mod Podge. I actually went a little heavier than what I should have, but after I dry it, I do go over it again with my iron and just pressed everything down, and everything came out perfect. So here again, we're going to do the same thing we did with our first DIY, and we're going to go over again with that antique wax and just kind of antique it up a little bit. Again, this is just for inspiration, you guys. If you don't like the antique look, you can definitely skip this step. You don't have to do this. I also did that with the edges. And I had some of this ribbon, this wire, or this metal ribbon in my stash. This is actually something that was given to me, you guys. I actually got this for free. So for me, it's a free thing. It's actually something that got given to me by another subscriber. So, but I know you can get them if you can find them at Dollar Tree for $1.25. So, here I just decided I was gonna go over 3 of the edges. I did not go over the bottom one because I didn't want it to be a pain to sit up. I wanted it to actually sit like a shelf sitter. So we just went over the 2 sides and the top here. I did use antique. I did use hot glue for the immediate hold and E6000 as you see me using. So anyway. And I really like how this one turned out. This one got a little bit long on me, so I just grabbed my little hammer here and I am just pounding it down on the little ends to get it to lay down. After I get all 3 of them down, I am going to actually grab that antique wax again, and I'm just going to antique that metal a little bit. Since my picture is a little antiqued, I want these metals to look a little antiqued as well. I didn't want that to look so bright and so new. So we're just going around and antiquing that up just a little bit. And then after I get that all coated, I do go in with my my wipe and I just kind of dab it off a little bit. Just so it kind of looks like it's blended. I don't want it to just... But I'm looking at probably like $2.50 here. I mean, it was cheap, and that's counting the ribbon. DIY number 3. So this one, guys, this one I probably am not counting the truck. This one I've had in my stash forever, and I actually... The truck I got off of a old DIY, is something that I broke off of one of the DIYs that I used. I'm going over it right now with a coat of Mod Podge. First of all, to glue down that pain in the butt glitter, and also to Mod Podge down my wrapping paper. Now the wrapping paper, I'm pretty sure I actually got from Walmart, but I believe it was the cheap stuff, and I only paid for $1 for it. But I believe you can also get this from Dollar Tree. But nevertheless, I know you can get other trucks at Dollar Tree. So looking at maybe $1.25 for the truck. Hold on, I'm gonna change my song. I'm not a fan of this song. Anyway, so right now I'm just basically just trying to line up my little reindeer and stuff like that. I wanted to kind of make this look like it's part of the truck. I want it to look like it's cohesive. So as of like right now, like I'm just gonna try lining up some of these deer. This one did take me a little bit. I mean, it didn't take me like too terrible long, but I mean, kind of where these deer antlers and everything are lining up, I did take the time to line up in little bits and pieces of where these are at. So I did do that. I don't show you all of it, but I just wanted to let you know that I mean, it was actually quite therapeutic, to be honest with you. I actually had fun doing this one. But wrapping paper is, I got so much wrapping paper, and wrapping paper is a very easy and cheap way to do it because you can get so much bang for your buck. So the holiday season or any kind of season coming up, make sure you keep that in mind. So after I get the bottom all done, I am gonna Mod Podge this top, and then I'm just gonna do the same thing for the for that top piece there. And I'm just gonna line it up, and then I'm gonna grab my X-Acto knife, and then I'm just going to basically ride the layer of the rim there with my X-Acto knife. I'm gonna kind of just feel out where the indentation is, where the wood is, and just kind of just ride it out. I do get a closer cut more of when I actually get the paper off, but it's basically all I do. And then I cut out the window. It's pretty simple. I do not do the fenders. I leave the fenders. I do actually just paint them, and you'll see that here in a minute. I paint the fenders, and I go around the outline of the truck, including like the outline of the window and everything, as you can kind of see the red there, in DIY's paint in Aviary, I believe it is. If you're not familiar with DIY paint, you can get all that stuff over at Unicorn Dust Designs. So here I'm taking one of these Dollar Tree signs. You can get these for $1.25 if you can still find them. I don't know if I can find them in my Dollar Tree at this moment, but I've had it in my stash for a while. So I'm using scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. This isn't even a full scrapbook or full piece of scrapbook paper, so it's a scrap, so and here I'm just cutting around, making more scraps. After I get that all done, we're just going to put that right back into its frame. And now we're going to take that ugly tree off of there. And we're going to glue this right down, glue my truck right down to the frame here. And now we're going to kind of rest rustic up the truck a little bit. Gotta have him look like he's a little bit like he's been in the farm. So I'm just grabbing that antique wax and just going around making it look rusty. I do go around the edges and everything of the truck as well. And then I grabbed this little pick. This is 98 cents from Walmart. I got this from last year's. And we're just going to stick that to the back of the truck. So, these frames, they must have some kind of coating on them because my truck came completely up. So, I would recommend actually using like some kind of stronger glue, like... I mean, you can use E6000 on here. I used hot glue just because of video purposes, but I would recommend probably some other stronger glue with some of these frames, but I did just stick it right back down with the hot glue. So all said and done, guys, probably $1, $2, $3 for that, not counting the truck. DIY number 4. Okay, so Dollar Tree little house here. Tried to save the heart. I don't know what kind of glue they use on some of these, but I swear some of this stuff comes apart when you just look at it wrong, and then some of this stuff you can't get apart. It's ridiculous. So here I'm trying to peel it up as best I can. I cannot. It was a struggle. I'm literally just. So I end up just whatever. Grab this piece of fabric that I've had in my stash forever. I did get it from a thrift store for $1.50. For the whole thing, I have used it before. But I've had this in my stash before I even started YouTube. So, anyway. I'm just using a little square of it. And I'm just mod-podging this down to our little house. And I am dousing this with Mod Podge. If you know anything about mod-podging fabric, you are dousing it. I pretty much douse it. I want to make sure it sticks. And I'm actually dousing it on other fabric too. So that probably doesn't help. But anyway. I do one coat of Mod Podge when I glue it down, and then one coat on top of it. Let it dry, and then I'm going in to trim off the excess. I thought it was good and dry to do this enough. Once I started doing this, it started to come up in some areas up here by the top. So I did end up going in with another coat of Mod Podge over top to make sure that it was all good and down. So this sucker's not coming up. It has Mod Podge down. Anyway, after this is all dry, I do go around the edges and cut all of that excess off. And then I found this little picture. This is in an old magazine, the Farmhouse magazine. I kind of show you a glimpse of that. I was really zoomed in, so. But anyway, I just cut a picture of this out. So it's an expired magazine. It's been probably like, I don't know, 3 years, 2 years, 3 years old. So I don't even know if you'd count that, but whatever. So I'm just doing the iron method again. So I'm taking my parchment paper and just going over top of it. And then we're taking my antique wax again. And we're going to antique that roof a little bit. I do paint it and then I wipe off the excess of it just to get some of that green look to kind of pop in. And then after that, I take my ink pad and I just kind of dab along to make it look really rustic. Then I'm going to grab a couple of these just cute little sprigs of greenery. I'm just going to glue these down. These are just little tiny things that I've had in my stash. I mean, I've been picking at this pick for days now. And then I'm just going to glue one of these little stars that I had in my, that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, oh my gosh, Amazon, and glue that down to the top. And then I felt like it needed a little bow, so I just did a regular finger shoestring bow and then glued the little strings down. And that's pretty much all for this one, guys. Probably like $2.50. DIY number 5. So here again, we're going in with another piece of this decoupage paper. This one I believe I got off of Sammy's Unicorn Dust Designs website. Hers is pretty much the same price. It's about $6 for the whole thing, but I'm just using one, so you're looking at probably like, I don't know, 30 cents. Again, you get so much in it. I mean, you can even go like 60 cents. It don't matter. I mean, you're not using the whole sheet. So I'm gonna mod-podge this down to this little wood piece that you get. You can get these from, I think I got this from Michael's. I think you can get these from Dollar Tree as well, though. I haven't seen them in my store for a while, though. My stores need to pick up their game. I'm just going in with a very, very light coat, you guys. If you go in very, very light, it's almost like a glue stick, I swear. Like, I didn't have any wrinkles on this at all. And now I'm just going in with my nail file again, and I'm just filing off that excess. Then if you haven't guessed, of course, we're going in with some more antique wax because we gotta rust it up. And I do go around all these sides a little bit, and then a little bit on the actual picture. I kept this one pretty simple. This one pretty much speaks for itself. This is Merry Christmas up there with a little deer. I do go in with some more of that ink pad to kind of get the little black on it. And then I go in with a little bit on my brush to kind of give a little extra on the picture around the edges. And then I'm just going to grab a Tumbling Tower block and just glue that down to the back. Just so it'll stand up. And there you have it, guys. So you're maybe looking at $2. Final reveal. Let me know down below, guys. Make sure you guys go check out the playlist. Make sure you guys go check out Farm Charm Chic, Emily, and make sure you go check out Buffy over at Buffy's Designs. Definitely go check out the playlist. Give everybody some love. Let me know down below what you guys think. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit that like button down there. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of these DIYs. Which one was your favorite? Definitely like hearing everybody's comments down there. I really enjoy hearing everybody's feedback. Let me know if you are okay with the Christmas in July, or if you've had enough of it already. My next couple of DIYs are not going to be Christmas in July if you guys follow me. So just so you're aware. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I will probably come back at the end of July, more like middle, end of July, and do a couple more. But I am going to do a couple more summer DIYs here coming up, so keep that in mind. But I do hope you guys enjoy this, and like I said, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure that you have that little notification bell clicked so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one. God bless, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. Bye, y'all.